Hey friends, hey, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. Hey, if you're new to my channel, you'll see here the theme to my channel is to help try to remove obstacles getting outdoors. Now, typically, that could be things like time, ideas, or maybe equipment. All right, so today is all about ideas. All right, so it is a beautiful sunny yet slightly windy day here in Nebraska, which makes it a great day for getting outside, making a fire, and cooking up a meal, which happens to be one of my favorite things to do. It's get you outdoors, it's affordable, and it fills your belly. Now, since St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, well, hey, let's have fun with that. I got us a bit of corned beef, so we're going to use our squirrel cooker. We're going to cook us a corned beef dinner. And for those of you on the low carb or keto diet, works well for that as well. So let's start and get some materials, and let's make us a fire. All right, so the inspiration for today's fire comes from a show called Extracted, where you have some untrained individuals out in the woods trying to outlast one another, and they're really struggling with fire. So I thought I would add an element to today's fire, which would be helpful for them or anybody else stuck out in the woods. So we're going to use some char to get a fire going. Not flint and steel, but char. It's a way to deal with wind, maybe less than ideal tinder, and also to save your ferro rod and also some frustration. So I've gathered up a bit of dead grass, and I've scraped off the sides of a cedar tree up here. Neither one are in ideal shape, but my channel's not all about doing ideal stuff. It's dealing with reality. So we're going to get a fire started with this material, and then let's cook us up a lunch. So in order to start a fire using char material, well, you have to have char material. Now, if you've never done that, here's a link to a video on how I show how to make some char using just a basic Altoids container. I've also got a couple links in the description down below. What we're going to do is we're going to grab a bit of char cloth. I'm going to strike my ferro rod on it to get it lit. We're going to have more than enough, and then we're going to let the wind and the heat from this to get our fire started. All right, so you can see just one little strike and I've already got my char cloth lit. So what next? I grabbed this so-called bird's nest, which is loose as all get out. Definitely not ideal. We got lots of heat from this char cloth. So let's just kind of fold it on itself. And then I'm going to let the wind blow into this bird's nest. That's going to give us all the oxygen we need. And before you know it, this thing's going to go up in flame. Then I'm going to add my small dried branches to the fire, and then we'll be ready to go. We have flame. Now I just got to keep this grass loose enough to breathe because it's pretty waxy. I just throw in my small twigs. All right, so let's let that grow for a bit. Let's get started on our lunch. All right, for today's cook kit, we're going to be using this squirrel cooker that I got from Pathfinder here. Basically, it's just got two metal pieces. One is a two-pronged fork. The other one is our stake in the ground. We have a hook on our fork, and then we've got this little pig's tail at the end of our rod. We just feed our hook through there, and now I can go ahead and just put our stake in the ground and put our meat on our forks, and let's just do some campfire cooking. For food, it doesn't have to be expensive to be good. So I've got some canned corned beef. Following our barbecue rules, we're going to slather it in a little bit of mustard here for a binder. Then I'm going to add this Meat Church's Texas sugar barbecue rub on there. And we're just going to slowly cook it till we get a nice crust. Then we'll slice it up and add some bit of sauerkraut. We're going to go to town. uh-oh, canned corned beef is a little too on the tender side to stick up on the squirrel cooker. So, plan B, we're going to get out our little trivet and pan fry this. Well, didn't go as I planned, but I think we still managed to get lunch, so let's see what we got. All right, looks all right. Now let's go ahead and freshen up the flavor. That's all right. The mustard comes out, sauerkraut's in there. I like the sweetness of the rub. Just didn't really get the crust that I wanted, but hey, that's why we get out here and learn. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna eat my lunch. We'll wrap things up here. All right, friends, well, that brings us to the end of another video. I hope this gives you some ideas on things you can do to get outdoors. Not all meals have to be fancy, and not all of them have to go as planned. Important thing is get out, get some fresh air, try different things, and have a bit of fun. Well, that being said, y'all take care and you have a good week. All I'm going to suggest you carry is a lighter. I think a small ferrule rod